prominent spokesperson for this athletic department now?
It's disappointing because I think we've got a good basketball team. I like for people to come into this arena and let our guys know they appreciate their effort and their hard work. And so that part of it's disappointing because we're playing a basketball game, and I don't think that we won. I think John Currie's working really hard. I think it's hard. I think it's really a very difficult job to hire coaches at any level, and I think the fact is it's a harder job than people think. But it's disappointing to me during our games that again the focus isn't on our basketball team.
All right, Coach, could you just speak on how the backcourt played tonight? They ended up with 45 total points and 19 combined assists. Could you just speak of what you think of their performance?
Well, first of all, you know, we won a game. I mean, Bob Hoffman is a terrific coach, and they're a really well-coached basketball team, and they were down an important player tonight. And but I thought his team, as they always do, they're going to battle you every possession. And we shot the ball well tonight. We won the game really with our offense. I didn't think that whether it was guards or anybody, I just didn't think that we had the same pop with our defense. You know, we obviously shot the ball well. I mean, you look at it, we had 26 assists on those 30 baskets that we made, but we got out-rebounded, and that's 3 games in a row now that, and that doesn't, and we've got to do a better job. I mean, we've been out-rebounded 3 games in a row. We took care of the ball well. You know, I think that's the second game now that James Daniel has had 10 or 11 assists twice and no turnovers. But I still didn't think we got after it defensively the way we were capable of, and we got out rebounded. But you know, we were pretty efficient with the ball. We were that, and there was a night when we made shots, and that was really what won the game for us.
Coach, Lamonte had a big game against Purdue in the Bahamas, but then struggled a little bit against Nova and NC State. He had 9 points tonight in 17 minutes. How do you practice this week since coming back from Battle for Atlantis?
Okay, you know, I don't. We're not going to be an elite team until we learn to practice it, like an elite team has to every day. We addressed the team after the game and talked about what we needed to do, and I didn't think we had 2 very good practices. What was it, Monday, Tuesday? I didn't think we were very good. I thought, again, it showed our immaturity that you know what we need to do. And even tonight, Lamonte made a shot. Instead of jumping up, grabbing his man in the backcourt, he ran down celebrating. He's got to get to a point where, you know, he's playing basketball. I mean, act like, you know, you make a shot like you expect it. Now let's get to the next play. And I thought we did. Again, we didn't do a great job of jumping to our men tonight and getting up there working like we need to. And I want to see us become an elite team, but until we learn to practice the right way, we won't be. And I can tell you, I'm not sure anybody, I can say the last 2 days practice the way I'd like to see them practice. We're just looking for consistency every day, and we haven't gotten it yet.
Rick, you've talked a lot about getting outside and running, turning defense into offense. Was that first half slower than you like to typically play, and how do you think the half-court offense did?
Yeah, I did think it was slower. I think we had a couple of times that we could have passed the ball ahead, got it down the court quicker, and but I do think we were efficient in our half-court offense. We knew they would play some zone. You look at them, they're kind of a 60-40 split with mostly 60% man, 40 zone, but we thought tonight it could probably turn the other way, which it probably turned more, you know, like 70% zone. But we got the ball where we wanted to get it. The only thing we didn't do, we didn't go rebound it. That's the only thing we didn't do in the half court. And again, I mean, you can look at it and say we shot 55%, but still we had opportunities to go get some. And early we weren't making shots. I'm not sure what the outcome would have been because we were definitely not getting guys to the glass the way we needed to do it.
Go to the back and then Grant.
Coach, coming off that ankle injury for your best Bonds, how did it feel to get him involved there at the end with 2 big dunks?
Well, you can do that. I mean, he was still learning to do, you know, what he's got to do. Darrington's the same in the same boat. Those guys have to really understand what we're doing, so they don't have to think about it. They're in the flow. They're still having to think too much. I got to be here, got to be there. And but Eve is a really hard worker, and he's still a freshman, and he's learning a whole different game. But he's a guy that we have confidence in, but as he gets in games, he's just got to keep himself getting the confidence that he needs. But I think, again, when he's able to really understand where he needs to be, where he's not having to think about it every single time, that's when I think we'll see him really take off.
How do you get something like that out of Jordan Bowden every night? And also, Admiral's shoulder, is there any concern with that? I saw him wearing a brace during warm-ups and stuff.
Yeah, he hurt it pretty good over at, I think it was it Villanova, I don't know.
Purdue
game, and he's, Chad, Gary, they've done a good job with it, but no, he'll get through it. I mean, we got some time here. We don't play until Sunday night, and he'll get through it. And everybody's got those little bang-ups right now, but he'll be fine. And we need to get everybody back, but again, it goes back. We've got to be a better practice team. I just think we've got to do that, or we'll stall and not get where we need to be. And that's not just one guy, that's everybody. Bowden, could we get that out of him every night? And you know what, if you really think about it, as I'm talking about that, he probably is our best practice player. He's probably our best two-way player in terms of doing what he needs to do day in and day out. I thought he played too many minutes in the first half. I thought Grant played too many minutes in the first half too, but as you said, he was doing a lot of good things. He's the one guy that, he's the best on our team, moving without the ball, and he's starting to find out where to find gaps in the zone. And when he went out of the game, the other guys were just standing, and they weren't cutting into the open spots. That's why he played more in the first half, because those other guards weren't. We didn't have a runner doing what he needs to do, but there's still another level he can get to. There really is, and and that level would be how consistent can he be, and we need that from him. But if it gets down to effort, he's going to give us that as much as he can on both ends.
Go to the back and finish up with Steve and Ron.
What do you think of Mercer tonight, granted without its leading scorer, but do you think this is a team that could potentially challenge somebody come tournament time?
Well, the way we schedule, that's our whole idea. When we play teams like High Point, Mercer, Lipscomb, Furman, teams that we think are NCAA teams, that's what we try to do. And I do think that. I think that they were missing a very important part of their team. I do think that when you look at his numbers, they were phenomenal. And I think he had a high ankle sprain. I'm not sure when he hurt it, because I know he played in the Colorado game. But I love Bob Hoffman. I mean, we've known each other for a long time. I think he's one of the he's an example of what you want in a great coach and a great man. And I think his program, his team reflects him from start to finish. They came out, they're prepared, they're well coached, they know what they're looking for, and they never quit. I actually called one time out, because at the end we had Eve and Derek and John Fulkerson in there. Those guys outplayed us in terms of effort, and I think that's a compliment to him. And I had to call time out to try to see if my guys could respond. And, I don't think he had to do that tonight. And yeah, I think they're going to win a bunch of basketball games this year.
You're up 28-7 early tonight, and you've been up big at halftime just about every game. What's enabled you to get off to these fast starts?
Well, tonight we shot it, and we shot it. We were okay. I don't want to act like we weren't great. I mean, we weren't great, but we were okay. And they're a heavy driving team. I thought they did a really good job. They attacked us from the middle of the floor, trying to take away our denials, and or trying to get us out there tonight where the middle was open. And they drive the ball really hard, and they stayed in the game with getting to the foul line. I mean, I'm still concerned in the fact that almost every game this year, the other team has shot more free throws or made more than we've shot, which is a problem. And that's their credit, because they, against the pressure we were trying to give them, they did what they were supposed to do, go get fouled. And And they run really good. They're a heavy set team. I mean, we told our guys we couldn't walk them through all the different things they do. I think Bob does a really good job of, he's gonna figure out where he wants to attack you, and he's gonna find it, and he's gonna keep trying to do it. But, we did a good job. We blocked 70 shots, took some charges, and, but again, I just thought we were really efficient in the first half offensively, and that's what we built the team on.
Coach, just the starting lineup, James in for Schofield, was that a reflection of just matching up with Mercer? Or
He couldn't practice the way I wanted to yesterday, and didn't finish practice. He said his arm, his shoulder was hurting, and so I wasn't even sure where he'd be today. So we, at the end of practice, knew we were going to go with 3 guards.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.